Welcome to the Baz. We got senior day going on. And our first senior to be recognized today is number 4, Kirby Jenkins. He's an outfielder from Springdale, Arkansas. Jenkins is majoring and pursuing a master's degree in business administration. He's been escorted today by his parents, Kristen and Dusty Jenkins, and his brother/teammate, Clark Jenkins.
Our next senior is number 6, Gunnar Pace, a pitcher from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Pace is majoring in accounting. He is being escorted today by his parents, Candace and Jeremy Pace, and his brothers, Cannon and Montana Pace. Ladies and gentlemen, number 6, Gunnar Pace.
Our next senior will be number 10, Brendan Bard. He's a third baseman from Kansas City, Kansas. Bard is pursuing a master's degree in business administration. He's being escorted today by his mother, Amberly Bryant, his father, Jeff Bard, and his girlfriend, Kaden McGee. Ladies and gentlemen, Brendan Bard.
Our next senior is number 12, Turner Seelinger. Pitcher from Bryan, Arkansas, Seelinger is majoring in nursing. He is being escorted today by his parents, Kim and Philip Seelinger. Ladies and gentlemen, number 12, Turner Seelinger.
Our next senior will be number 14, Cole Dawson. A shortstop from Russellville, Arkansas, Dawson is majoring in criminal justice. He is being escorted today by his mother, Janine Dawson, and will be met by his father, head baseball coach, Dave Dawson. What a moment for these two. Ladies and gentlemen, Cole Dawson.
Our next seniors are number 16, Luke Dixon, and number 19, Cole Dixon. These pitchers are from Phoenix, Arizona. Luke is currently pursuing a Master's of Business degree in digital marketing, while Cole is majoring in business management. They are being escorted today by their parents, Carrie and Lance Dixon. Ladies and gentlemen, number 16, Luke Dixon, and number 19, Cole Dixon.
Our next senior will be number 21, Daniel Hutchinson, a pitcher from Chandler, Arizona. Hutchinson is majoring in kinesiology, pre-allied health. He's being escorted today by his parents, Jennifer and Paulo Hutchinson, and his girlfriend, Lauren Hiller. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Hutchinson.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 21, Daniel Hutchinson. Our next senior, number 22, Leo Sortaro.
Our next senior is number 22, Leo Sarnataro, an infielder from Scottsdale, Arizona. Sarnataro is majoring in criminal justice. He is being escorted today by his parents, Barbara and Dominic Sarnataro. Ladies and gentlemen, number 22, Leo Sarnataro.
Our next senior will be number 23, Brady Laird, a pitcher from Rogers, Arkansas. Laird is majoring in kinesiology. He is being escorted today by his parents, Stephanie and Tom Laird. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Brady Laird.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 23, Brady Laird. Our next senior, number 27, Tyler
Our next senior is number 27, Tyler Sardelli, first baseman from Olathe, Kansas. Sardelli is majoring in business data analytics. He is being escorted today by his parents, Holly and Dennis Sardelli. Ladies and gentlemen, number 27, Tyler Sardelli.
Our next senior will be number 33, Ashton Greenlee, a pitcher from Springdale, Arkansas. Greenlee is majoring in business data analytics. He's being escorted today by his parents, Kim and Travis Greenlee, and his brother, Tanner Greenlee. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashton Greenlee.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 33, Ashton Greenlee. Our next senior, number 35.
Our next senior is number 35, Aiden Reynolds, a pitcher from Warren, Arkansas. Reynolds is majoring in political science. He is being escorted today by his mother, Brooke Hatch, and his father, Jacob Reynolds. Ladies and gentlemen, number 35, Aiden Reynolds.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 35, Aiden Reynolds. Our final senior today is number 37.
And our final senior today is number 37, Braden Watkins, an outfielder from Chandler, Arizona. Watkins is majoring in business management. He's being escorted today by his teammate, David Osana. Ladies and gentlemen, number 37, Braden Watkins.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 37, Brandon Watkins. Very much right, fans. Let's have a round of applause from these 14 tremendous Rainbow Boys baseball players.
Phenomenal senior ceremony today for this Wonder Boy squad. Lots of great players will be departing the team, but fret not. The roster still will remain great for years to come, especially under head coach Dave Dawson. First pitch is set for 1 p.m. We're looking at 12:50 right now, so you got about a 10-minute break between now and first pitch, and me and Jonah will be right back. Welcome into Arkansas Tech Baseball. Today we are here for Senior Day at a great opening ceremony for our 14 seniors. Sad to see him go, but we still have this one last weekend with him here at the Baz, and then they'll be moving on for conference tournaments and away games, etc. But today we have the 8-31 Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm, who are sitting at 1-24 in the Great American Conference, against the 23-18 Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys. They come over to this one 17-8 in the GAC. Picked up a dominant victory last night over this Crimson Storm squad. Expecting some of the same today. I'm Caden Hauser, accompanied today with Jonah Procott. Jonah, what are you expecting for today's beauty of a game?
Yeah, I will not be shocked if it's anything like last night where the Wonder Boys routed them 14-1. This Crimson Storm pitching staff averages over 12 earned runs a game, which is very impressive. And Creighton Jacobitz, the reigning pitcher of the week in the GAC, will be on the mound for the Wonder Boys, so I expect him to continue his dominance here against a lineup who's actually got pretty good numbers. Their 1 through 5 are batting around 350 on the year. So it'll be a good matchup today with that, but the difference will be the Crimson Storm's pitching versus this Wonder Boy offense.
Sitting at a beautiful 80 degrees today here at Baswell Field. Absolutely beautiful. Just couldn't ask for a better day of baseball. Quite the contrary. Yesterday had a rain delay, but today's doubleheader will be far from that. Like you said, got Crichton Jacobitz on the mound today, has a 3.36 ERA, 6-4 overall in the seasons, and 56 1/3 pitched. And up to the plate first for the Crimson Storm will be the second baseman, number 2, Cade Ross.
Ross comes into this game batting .372 on the year.
And first pitch is already a check to third, and it will not go in the Wonder Boys' favor, and this game starts off with a 1-0 count.
Third baseman Brendan Bard playing in to respect the bunt from Ross. Shortstop Cole Dawson playing exactly up the middle, even on the second base side of second base.
Great follow-up pitch there by Jacobitz. Gets the count even at 1-1. Breaking ball cannot find the zone. 2-1. The Southern Nazarene team, they really tailed off at the end of yesterday's game. Second inning masterpiece by the Wonder Boys. Put up 10 runs. Got the lead to 11-1. And then after that, the wheels really kind of just fell off for this squad. And there's a swing and a miss. Puts the count to 2-2. What's Southern Nazarene going to have to do to avoid having the wheels fall off today?
Yeah, they need to avoid the errors. They had 2 errors in that large inning. They had an opportunity to turn a double play and keep it a 5-1 ball game.
That was on this man right here. Cade Ross skipped right under that glove there at second base as he strikes out there. Great start for Jacobitz on the mound. Picks up a K.
Be more of the same today in the field for the Wonder Boys. Weston Johnston behind the plate. Tyler Sardelli at first. Drew Vega at second. Cole Dawson at short. Brendan Bard at third. Derek Rocket in left again for the second straight game. Kirby Jenkins in center. Tommy Kaya in right.
Up to the plate now is Josh Bay for the Crimson Storm. Takes the first pitch ball. Didn't do much in yesterday's game, but does have some very impressive hitting stats, having 16 home runs on the season, accompanied with 45 RBIs. Takes a strike there.
Yeah, weird to have your power hitter in the 2 spot, but that's what they elect to do today.
Puts this one in play. Soft grounder to Cole Dawson. Fires over to first in time for a second out. Good start for this Wonder Boy defense. 2 quick outs.
Senior heavy infield here for the Wonder Boys. A lot of experience between Tyler Sardelli, Cole Dawson, and Brendan Bard. Drew Vega will be the only returning starting infielder next year.
Outfield as well. They're losing Kirby Jenkins in center. There's going to be a lot of positions that need to be filled. Going to be a very new lineup. This one's sent to right. Caught on a line in right field by number 49, Tommy Kaya. Gets us out of the top of the first pretty quickly. Wonder Boys hold a 0-0 lead or tie as we head into the bottom of the first. Back for the bottom of the second, leading off for the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys will be number 2, Derek Rocket. The sophomore's batting .316. And the pitcher for Southern Nazarene will be number 24, Garrett Payne.
And Payne comes into this one with a 9.84 ERA. He's 1 for 3 this year, throwing 39 innings, giving up 70 hits, 43 earned runs, 17 walks, 31 strikeouts. Giving up 24 extra base hits this year.
Derek Rocket takes a first pitch strike. He has 37 hits on the season. This lineup for the Wonder Boys, they were kind of cooling off for a while, but last night they definitely got the bats going, and they look to improve on that again today. Like you said, this squad, the pitching squad for the Crimson Storm, gives up an average of 12 runs or over per game. So Wonder Boys in a prime position to put up some double-digit runs.
Yeah, and it seems like every pitcher that the Crimson Storm have put out there has some pretty good stuff, but they just can't get it done. Allowing a lot of hits. Defense behind them not helping them out either.
Derek Rocket sends one into left field, into the sun. Catch made in left field. This one by Stewart. Nice grab. That's a first out. Stewart is one of the new faces today in the lineup for Southern Nazarene. He's in left field today. Trevin Stewart.
At just his 8th start this year. Batting .220. Got to shake something up after that game yesterday.
Up to the plate now is shortstop Cole Dawson. He's the first senior that we'll see today for the Wonder Boys at the plate. You think head coach Dave Dawson got a little emotional out there seeing him have his senior walk?
Certainly will, yeah, especially in game 3 here later today. Could be an emotional one for them and that family.
Good eye there, pushes the count to 1-1. I mean, for a senior day, we couldn't have asked for a prettier day, that's for sure.
Yeah, stands are packed too. Boys are certainly going to want it today.
This one fouled back. 1-2. After the sophomore, Derek Rocket follows by Cole Dawson, Tyler Sardelli, and Kirby Jenkins. It's 3 seniors that you got in the heart of your lineup, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be some big roles to be filled next season.
Yeah, and their infield has just been so good with fielding-wise. Brendan Bartas nails at third. Cole Dawson nails at short. It's going to be hard to replace those guys defensively.
Close call there. Good eye by Dawson. Pushes the count to even at 2-2. This one fouled off yet again. Over into the tailgates. The 2-2. Check and he goes, and that'll be a strikeout to start the day for Cole Dawson. Nice delivery there from Garrett Payne.
Payne's 32nd strikeout this year. Again, featuring some good stuff, just not good stats whatsoever. It kind of goes for this whole pitching staff.
This all could have been due potentially to just a really rocky start to the season for this pitching staff. And I'm sure his batters early on, whenever you see these high ERAs, especially like you see today with this 9.68 now, probably gives definitely a boost of confidence to these hitters.
Yeah, they also pitch in a very difficult park to pitch at. A lot of home runs there in Bethany, Oklahoma. Wind blowing out. normally.
That one's inside for a strike. Tyler Sardelli didn't agree with that call, but he's now facing an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Just 9 pitches so far for Garrett Payne. High and inside, ball 1.
Sardelli not one of them guys who strikes out too often. Only 21 this year and 146 at-bats. They need to get something going here against Payne, get this crowd fired up.
That one's outside, pushes the count to full. Of course, there's going to be, like you said, a little extra motivation for this Wonder Boy squad today. But can't really let it get too far, kind of get out of your head and try to play out of your element with all the extra stuff going on today. And Sardelli gets sat down looking on strike 3. That takes us to the end of the first. No hits posted for either team, 0-0 heading into the top of the second.
Welcome to St. Mary's Regional Health System, your trusted healthcare partner in Russellville. Since 1925, we've grown alongside our community, providing compassionate care to generations. With advances in technology and a dedicated team, we continue to evolve, driven by our mission of making communities healthier. Thank you, Russellville, for allowing our family to care for yours. St. Mary's Regional Health System, making communities healthier.
Back for the top of the second inning, Blake Brinkmeyer up to the plate for Southern Nazarene University. Comes in with a 347 average. Looking at these hitting stats, not too bad of a season. And he puts the first pitch in play. This bounces over to Tyler Sardelli. He takes it himself, and Brinkmeyer almost runs it out, but can't get there in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. Good start for this Wonder Boy defense.
This is kind of what Jacobitz does, too. Gets a lot of weak contact. That only really works when you have a stellar defense behind you, and he's got the best in the conference.
It's 3.28 ERA on the mound. That's pretty dominant. It's nice to have a southpaw that can throw like that. That's going to really come in handy come playoff time. Nice breaking ball. Flies in for a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, and this will be James Bodine batting .351 this year. Solid numbers from the first baseman.
Swings out of his socks there. Puts it to 0-2.
Only 6 extra base hits in the 5-hole spot out of his 27 this year.
Strike 3 and a miss there. Call him for the tag. They'll check to first just to make sure. Great work there on the mound. Gets 2 quick outs, and he's only at 11 pitches now, and that's 2 outs. He's 1 2/3 through.
A second strikeout today for Jacobitz. Now will be Braden Pingle.
Pingle batting .277 in his 119 at-bats. Takes the first pitch strike, that one catching the outside of the zone. In his 119 at-bats, though, has 35 of which are strikeouts. He's working his way to one here as he's now facing 0-2.
Yeah, and he gets that swing from Pingle because he threw that first pitch breaker in for a strike. Pingle seeing the breaker out of his hand again on the second pitch. Whiffing at that one.
Inside, doesn't offer there. By the feet. 1-2. One-two delivery, swing, and a miss. Great work on the mound from Crichton Jacobitz. Wonder Boys head into the middle of the second. Still at 0-0 apiece. Get the bats back up with Kirby Jenkins starting it.
Are you ready to get in on the action at Arkansas Tech? Join us for a campus tour and see firsthand why we're the perfect fit for you. Explore these state-of-the-art facilities, meet our friendly faculty and staff, and discover the vibrant student life that awaits. As a bonus, we are now giving bilingual tours in Spanish.
¿Te gustaría conocer el campus de Arkansas Tech? Contáctanos hoy y descubre por qué esta universidad es el lugar donde comienzan los sueños grandes. From our beautiful campus to our endless opportunities, there's something for everyone at ATU. Visit atu.edu/admissions to schedule your tour today and to start your journey to success.
Back for the bottom of the second, Wonder Boys have up the middle of the lineup in Kirby Jenkins, Levi Martin, and Tommy Kaya.
Jenkins coming into this one, batting .333. That leads the team. Also leads the team in hits, runs, RBIs, strikeouts, extra base hits, home runs.
Takes a first pitch strike there, down 0-1 now. In those 141 at-bats, has those 39 Ks.
We saw a couple yesterday from Kirby.
Good eye there, lays off the breaking ball, traveling too far outside.
Again, these pitchers have really good stuff. I'm really surprised how bad their numbers are on the season.
That one too far outside. Like we talked about yesterday a little bit, the Southern Nazarene team not competing for too much at this point in the season, but of course would love to spoil some teams into their season, especially, I'm sure they would love to spoil a senior day for this Wonder Boy squad, but it's going to be hard for them to get that to happen.
Yeah, they're trying to play the villain as Kirby Jenkins plays the villain against this baseball. Adios, pelota.
That one travels far over the left field wall. Great carry. And Kirby Jenkins gets us started off with the first run of the game, first hit. And it's a solo shot to left field.
Great moment for the senior. Electrifying this crowd. Absolutely got all of that one.
Barely saw that one get off the bat. I mean, by the time he hit it, it was already over the wall out there and left.
His 9th this year. Yeah, and all these games, especially this weekend, are going to be vital for this Arkansas Tech team. If they sweep the Crimson Storm, they'll be 2 games back of Arkansas Monticello, possibly 1, going into 2 weekends left and 6 games in GAC play.
Monticello holds that 25-13 overall record and a 20-6 record in the GAC. Been great all year, really, and they still hold that to this day. That one skips right under the glove of the pitcher and bounces off Cade Ross. Throw not in time. Levi Martin runs one out to first base. Great work there by number 34.
Yeah, an awkward play, and they still almost got it done. Martin giving it all he can going down the line. Almost wasn't enough.
And we got Tommy Kaya up to the plate. Junior's batting .275. Been great in the field for the Wonder Boys. Bat's been picking up as well. In 34 games played. It's been pretty solid. He started 26 of them in 102 at-bats. He carries that .275 average. Little dribbler back behind the plate. Goes foul. 0-1.
Kaya more of a pull hitter. Not much of a shift going on for this defense. If he does push it, it's usually in the gap in left center.
Tag looked like it might have been on time, but Martin gets back in. One of the consistent things we saw yesterday after the Wonder Boys built that lead was a lot of wild pitches that got behind the plate and not a whole lot of hustle from the home plate catcher, Kane Springer. I'm sure head coach of the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm game, a little bit of slack for that, and I'm sure they're looking to improve on that today.
Yeah, that was just disappointing because that's something you can always control is your effort.
Kaya sends one to right field. Getting under it will be McCullough. Makes a nice catch out and right. Levi Martin returns to first. One out now for Weston Johnston.
Johnston had an awesome day yesterday, too. Poked a couple singles out there. Batting .288 on the year. He's really picked up his play behind the plate as well for this defense. Getting hot at the right times.
He sends this one to right. McAuliffe is getting his work today out in right field as back-to-back pitches are sent to him out there. Levi Martin retreats to first. 2 quick outs for the Wonder Boys, and that brings up third base senior Brendan Bard.
Bard's batting .235 this year, but again, has that stellar glove at third base. Brings a lot to the table at third that you can't just teach people. He's got a home run this year. It'd be cool to see him get a second. That one also came here at the Baz. Sent it over the monster and left.
Already have one of those this inning. Get a second. Levi Martin check to first. Back in time. Going back to catcher Weston Johnston, like he said, he's had a great year at the plate with that .286 average. Been phenomenal behind the dish. He's just a redshirt freshman. Think there's any worry in that locker room that he might be getting a bigger offer?
No, I think he's certainly come back here. Next year would be his third year here. So once you set those roots in and start playing well, it's easy to come back and do it again.
Another check to first. Martin gets back in time. Garrett Payne's working down that ERA slowly but surely. He's up to 9.66 now. He's given up that 1 run on that solo shot. If he gets through this inning, he's technically still under his average. Two-one goes inside. 3-1. Infield and outfield playing pretty straight up. Another check to first. Levi Martin is getting his work over there.
Yeah, he's got a pretty solid lead, especially for someone who doesn't have a lot of speed, but getting a lot of attention from Payne anyway.
This one's sent high in the sky. I don't think this one's going to have the distance. It will not. That brings us to the end of the second inning. Wonder Boys pick up 1 run on the solo shot over the left field wall by Kirby Jenkins. Back for the top of the third.
You belong at a school that understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind, offering over 150 degree options both online and in person, with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field. Grow beyond your expectations. Apply today and discover why you belong at ATU.
Top of the third inning, Wonder Boys pick up a run and 2 hits in the bottom of the second. Now have that 1-run advantage. It was a solo shot from Kirby Jenkins. It's 7-8-9 up now for Southern Nazarene, and it will start with Aiden McAuliffe.
And the right fielder for them is batting .259 this year. 29 hits, 26 runs, 8 walks, 24 strikeouts, 11 extra base hits.
No too far outside. Count goes 1-1.
Jacobitz has been awesome today. Has great control of all 3 of his pitches. Filling up the zone with his off speed.
He's on pace to have a beautiful day. He can last a long time. He's at just about 20 pitches, and he's been through 2 innings already. He's facing this first batter at the top of the third.
Yeah, no walks, 3 strikeouts too.
Blooper sent into center field. That will be the first hit of the day for the Crimson Storm. Aiden McAuliffe gets on base.
And now that'll bring up Trevin Stewart. Again in his 8th start this year. Batting .220. Only 41 at bats, 9 hits, 6 runs, 7 runs batted in, 21 strikeouts in those 41 at bats. Not the best strikeout ratio for Stewart. He squares here.
That one will be bunted back and foul. Johnson can't get to that one in time. Wonder Boys typically like to play small ball whenever they're on the offensive side of things. Look like Southern Nazarene might try to match that today.
Yeah, especially in a 1-run game. Yesterday, when the wheels fell off, Crimson Storm have had their opportunities to bunt guys over, and they didn't, which they were down at that point, 11-1. So no need to get them on, get them over, and get them in, sacrificing an out for a base.
Big swing and a miss on that last pitch. Count goes to 0-2. Jacobitz working for another strikeout. Checks to first. Back in time is Stewart. This one sent foul. Back very hard behind the plate. Keeps the count at 0-2. Jacobitz keeping the pressure on.
McCullough does have 8 stolen bases this year, caught stealing 3 times. Johnston does have a superb arm behind home plate. Don't expect him to try to steal on Johnston.
Another check to first, not in time.
Love to see Jacobitz go right at Stewart. He has a really good changeup.
Just a bit outside. Good pitch there from Jacobitz, though. That was a great location.
It looked like a 2-seam. Has a lot of movement on it. Started that over the plate. Faded it off. Good pitch. Doesn't get Stewart swinging, though.
That one too far outside as well. Good eye at the plate from Stewart. Works himself an even count now at 2-2.
So now Jacobitz can elect to use that mistake by missing so far outside by throwing a breaking ball off that same spot and landing it into the zone.
Can't get it there. Full count.
I decided to just go right on with the fastball there. Can't get the strike call. Now worked himself into a full count after going 0-2.
Peter's got a little more momentum working for him now. That one called strike 3. Throw to second, not in time.
It's going to be an interference on Trevin Stewart because he swung and went into the throwing path of Weston Johnston. So McCullough will be called out at second. That'll be 2 outs now.
Good turn of events there for the Wonder Boys. It's a double play in a wild fashion, but they're not going to complain. Now brings up Dominic Garcia to the plate. First pitch swinging. This one sent high in the sky into left field. Over the left field wall. 2 home runs in that left field wall now just in the past inning. Southern Nazarene knots it up now at 1 apiece on 1 pitch.
Yeah, wow. Garcia had enough on that to get it out. It looked like a fly ball. Didn't sound like it was well hit off the bat, but just carried. There's no win, really.
Just his 4th home run on the season. 31st hit, 21st run. 107 at-bats now. Score now at 1 apiece.
That's Jacobitz's 4th home run he's given up this year. Garcia's 4th.
It wasn't near as dominant as Kirby Jenkins' home run, but of course worth the same amount. And that one really didn't look like it was going to even carry over that wall out there. It's just about 10 feet over to the left that's hitting off the monster wall out there. But instead, Dominic Garcia awarded with his home run. Score now sits at 1 apiece. Back to the top of the order now. It's Cade Ross. He struck out in his first plate appearance. Still holds that 370 average.
Jacobitz is really good at getting back into the zone after things don't fall his way or giving up a big hit.
He's got the 2-2 now. Tries to get him to chase in the dirt. Doesn't. Infield again with that hefty shift. Dawson straight up the middle, right behind Jacobitz.
This time, third baseman Brendan Bard playing at short. Now that Ross has 2 strikes on him, likely won't be bunting.
Full count, everything full. 3 ball, 2 strike, 2 outs. The delivery. Can't catch the outside of the plate. That'll be a walk for Cade Ross. Quick turnaround to the inning for Southern Nazarene as they go from not having too bright of a future in this one inning. But now, 1 run scored, 2 outs, but they got a runner on first.
Yeah, and a good runner, too, in Ross. 13 stolen bases this year. He's been caught stealing 4 times. 44 runs scored.
First pitch delivered to Josh Bay. Yesterday he was batting in the 3 spot, gets moved up to 1 to the 2. Has a 1.176 OPS.
Slugging almost 800.
Didn't do much in yesterday's game against this Wonder Boy defense. Didn't make really any solid contact to the outfield like you'd expect with these stats. As the 1-1 now lays off there, 2-1. Kind of getting a similar story to yesterday's game. It started in the second inning when it was 1-1. Now we're here in the top of the third with a 1-1 score. So if things were to repeat as yesterday when the Wonder Boys get the bats back up in the bottom of the third, put some runs on the board, but they have to get out of this inning first as Josh Bay gets hit in the foot. Puts 2 runners on with 2 outs. Jacobitz is working himself in a little bit of a jam here.
Yeah, starting to lose feel for that breaking ball. He's running inside. Too much on his glove side, these last 2 hitters.
Weston Johnson is going to come out and have a little talk with him. Now to the plate will be the catcher, Kane Springer. Got a line out to right in his first at-bat. Two runners on, first and second. Jacobitz the delivery. Fouled off the backstop.
Yeah, if it's anything like yesterday, the Wonder Boys will stick a crooked number on the board here in the bottom of the third.
1-1 count now. Jacobitz getting the read from Armbane coming from the dugout. This one sends one high in the sky and foul down the right sideline. It's definitely going to be easy today, especially for these outfielders to get some lost in the sun with how bright it is out here today at Carl Baswell Field. This one sent to left field and foul. Had some really good carry on it. Wonder Boys are not going to complain if he straightens that one up a bit. It'll be their second home run of the inning.
Yeah, that one wasn't well struck either, but had the distance somehow. Jacobitz is now up 1-2. Love to see him put Springer away. Change up outside would be the perfect pitch.
Another foul ball keeps the count the same here, 1-2.
Went fastball that time, bottom of the zone.
Jacobitz now getting over 40 pitches. Still can last a very long time in this game. Just needs to get settled back down, get out of this inning to start. Another foul ball. Starting to get the tail of yesterday with how many foul balls we had. Runners on first and second. It's the 1 and 2 hole hitters. Cade Ross at second, Josh Bay at first. Another foul ball from the 3-hole hitter in Kane Springer.
That's 3 straight fastballs, 3 straight foul balls. See if he mixes it up here.
Doesn't look like there's going to be any movement on the base pads. They don't seem in any urgency. Another ball there, pushes the count to 2-2.
Yeah, finally goes to that changeup, but just leaves it too high. Springer gave up on that one early, rightfully so.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This one's sent to left field. That's going to get down in the gap, and that'll bring in at least 1 run. Throw's going to be from Derek Rocket. Fires it in, hustling around the base pads, and coming in to score will be Josh Bay. Clears the base pads. Kane Springer goes from 0 for 1 to 1 to 2, brings in 2 runs. Southern Nazarene jumps out to the first lead that they've had this series.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of that sequence there. Springer saw those fastballs well, the 3 that he fouled off. And then after the high changeup, they went back to the fastball. This time Springer got all of it. Would love to see another off-speed thrown there.
First pitch strike delivered now to Blake Brinkmeyer. Had a ground out in his first at-bat. Tyler Sardelli covered it himself over at first. He sends this one into center field. Coming up on it will be Kirby Jenkins. Gets there in time, loses the hat, but Tommy Kaya's there to clean it up for him, and that'll take the Wonder Boys into the bottom of the third. They give up 3 runs in the inning and trail 3-1 with the bats back up. Back for the bottom of the third. Wonder Boys gets the bat up. And it's in a crucial position as they now trail 3-1, but they are in a prime position to get some runs on the board. It's going to start with the 9-hole hitter in Drew Vega, who's batting .263. And that'll get us back up to the beginning of the order with Derek Rocket on deck.
Yeah, Vega, one of them guys who usually puts the ball in play. Only 5 walks this year and 10 strikeouts. Tied for the least in this lineup today with Derek Rocket, both sitting at 10 on the year.
Good eye there. Takes that one low. 1-1.
We saw Vega rip a few barrels out here yesterday. Both of them ended up being outs, and the one hit that he had was a blooper.
Another good eye there. 2-1 now. Very disciplined at the plate too yesterday. Took a lot of close pitches like he has so far in this at-bat today. To help he avoids those walks, he gets advantage counts like a 2-1, but then it sets him up for positions to put one in play. Does it yet again there. Now with a 3-1 count, it's going to get a ball to hit, especially with the top of the order coming up.
That was a good breaking ball there from Payne. Can't quite get the call, though. A lot of movement on that. Shakes off a couple signs. Goes to that fastball. Almost hits Vega. That'll be a walk. His 6th.
Drew Vega has some speed on the bag now. Plays second base. He's potentially going to move up to there. He could get a stolen base now, but that brings up Derek Rocket to the plate. Sophomore's 0 for 1 today. Still holds the 314 average. Wonder Boy's just 2 for 8 at the plate today so far.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if they don't bunt here. Rocket has really good speed. Could leg out a single.
Said he puts this one high in the sky, travels into left center. Making the play will be the center fielder, Braden Pingle. That'll be the first out of the inning on one pitch, and it brings up Cole Dawson.
Yeah, looks like head coach Dave Dawson has confidence in this offense that they're going to produce the hits to stay in this one. Payne does have a pretty good pickoff move, too. We saw that against Levi Martin earlier.
Cole Dawson fouls off the first pitch he sees. Struck out in his first plate appearance today. Looking to turn that around, especially with Tyler Sardelli on deck. That'll be followed by Kirby Jenkins, who had a home run in his first plate appearance today.
They got a pretty good jump, an aggressive secondary there against Payne.
Had a wealthy lead there today. Doesn't go. Good job behind the dish by Kane Springer to keep that one with him.
Yeah, first sort of wild pitch we've seen out of Payne. Nice scoop over there at first from Bodine. Vegas certainly probably would have got the third.
One ball, one strike, one out. Cole Dawson at the plate. Senior looking to have a good day. Thinks about laying down the bunt, but pulls back in time. That one goes to the backstop. Vega thinks about trying three, but doesn't go.
Getting a lot of chirps from the peanut gallery now. Payne's and the head coach are trying to get a swing, saying that Golden pulled back in time.
Umpires are going to have a chat about this one.
I certainly think he did pull back in time. I mean, you got a fastball coming right at your face. Your instinct is to turn away. That's just what Cole did.
Wonder Boys, they have 3 conference championships in the last 6 years, coming in 2021, 2024, and 2025. And the second best record in the Great American Conference currently behind that Arkansas Monticello Boll Weevil squad. What are they going to need to clean up and get better at to have another conference championship be in the record books?
It just starts with their hitting. Their pitching and fielding has been awesome this year. Ranked top 2 in both in the conference, but bottom in the conference hitting-wise. They just need to string something together, get the bats hot. Hopefully this weekend can help them do that.
Garrett Payne with that 9.5 ERA. Wonder Boys put up 14 runs yesterday. This one sent up to the second baseman, brought in nicely there by Cade Ross. Payne loses the glove trying to grab that one, but can't. Drew Vega advances to third, brings up Tyler Sardelli.
Now productive out there by Cole Dawson. Now Vega 90 feet away from scoring. The second run in this one for the Wonder Boys. It'd be awesome to see the senior Tyler Sardelli belt one out of here too.
Definitely has the power to do so. Has 6 home runs on the season so far. Takes an outside ball there with a runner on third, 2 outs. They got a runner in scoring position. Can carve back into this 2-run deficit.
Yeah, we thought he had one last night. He thought so too.
That one too far outside as well. Yeah, that one was sent to right field, right by our right field bleachers. right by some of our tailgaters out in right field. And yeah, Sardelli was pretty confident. So were you, Jonah. That was a well-struck ball, and I feel like that one had a lot more of a chance to go out than the home run that we saw from the Crimson Storm today, but just didn't get the right carry on it.
Yeah, he got me all sorts of excited, but just couldn't push it over the fence. Sounded good off the bat, too. Looked good into the night sky. Just somehow died.
That one didn't even grasp the warning track, I don't believe. I think the whole park thought it was gone, to be honest. I mean, it was well struck. He has the 2-1 count here today now in the bottom of the third. Sends one high and foul, 2-2.
Sardelli did strike out looking last time he was up. That was on an inside heater. Let's see if Garrett Payne goes back to that. Now that's 2-2.
Payne has worked that ERA down almost a whole half run now. He's down 9.43 on the ERA. This one sent foul down the first baseline. Making a play on it was Bodine. Can't grab it cleanly.
Yeah, that's just what Payne did, too. Went inside on that fastball. Jammed Sardelli a little bit. Sardelli really good at hitting balls on the other side of the plate. Not always a pull hitter. Really good at spraying that ball all around the park.
Three of a kind on the board today. 2-ball, 2-strike, 2 outs. Tyler Sardelli at the plate facing Garrett Payne. The delivery. This one sent high in the sky. Won't escape the infield, and that'll be another fly out for the Wonder Boys. They leave one runner in scoring position, which is Drew Vega. They head into the top of the fourth, trailing 3-1.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
Welcome to St. Mary's Regional Health System, your trusted healthcare partner in Russellville. Since 1925, we've grown alongside our community, providing compassionate care to generations. With advances in technology and a dedicated team, we continue to evolve, driven by our mission of making communities healthier. Thank you, Russellville, for allowing our family to care for yours. St. Mary's Regional Health System, making communities healthier.
Starting in the middle of the order here for the top of the fourth is the Crimson Storm, and that will be the first baseman, James Bodine. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. That came in the second inning. Fouled one back our way.
Let's see if Jacobitz can bounce back after giving up 3 in the third. All of them earned. Gave up a home run and a 2 RBI double.
Lays off the second pitch there, pushes the count to 1-1. Inside strike, Bodine turned away from that one. Didn't think it was going to catch the plate. Does in favor of Jacobitz. Count now 1-2.
Jacobitz did give up all 3 of those on 2 outs as well.
And there's 1, 2, 3 as Jacobitz picks up a strikeout. And that is going to be his 5th of the day. ERA still sits at 3.62, even after giving up 3 runs so far today, but it can settle back down and pitch a beauty. Up to the plate now is Braden Pingle.
Yeah, good on him to go right back into the zone, not letting that last inning phase him.
Too far outside on the first pitch to Pingle. He struck out in his first plate appearance also. "12 batters have been seen so far today by Jacobitz, and he struck out 5 of them. 2 of them have been extra base hits. He's only worked 1 walk. This one fouled back and away by Pingle. 1-2 count. Another position for a strikeout here. On deck will be Aiden McAuliffe, the right fielder. This one sent into left field, backing up on it and making the play will be the sophomore Derek Rocket. Wonder Boys now hold a 2-out threshold here in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, this is just what they need to, is a good quick inning. Get back on the sticks. Find an answer for that 3-run 3rd inning from this Crimson Storm team.
Little dribbler sent to third. Brendan Bard fires over to first, across the diamond and in time. Wonder Boys set down Southern Nazarene. 1, 2, 3 heading into the bottom of the 4th. They trail 3-1. Back for the bottom of the 4th. Wonder Boys trail 3-1. 3-2 in the hit column. Up to the plate is the man that scored that solo shot for the Wonder Boys. That is Kirby Jenkins.
Yeah, absolute no doubter off the bat. Sending that over the monster in left.
Takes a first pitch strike. Good delivery there from Garrett Payne.
Payne's been awesome in this one, honestly. 3 innings pitched so far, giving up 2 hits, 1 run. That comes off the bat of Kirby Jenkins on the solo shot. He's given up 1 walk, 2 strikeouts only. Only 46 pitches coming into this inning. Wonder Boys really need to get after him here. Try to get to the bullpen.
Nice breaking ball drops in there. 1-2 count now in favor of Garrett Payne. Check to first, no go. Crowd agrees that he did not go. Jenkins now has the 2-2 count. Pitch clock gets inside 5. Delivery from Payne. Can't find the zone. Count works to full.
Yeah, he's spamming those breaking balls now. Gave up that home run on a fastball.
Jenkins going to be eager to swing here with the full count. But he does not. He lays off the outside pitch. Works himself a walk. Gets one runner on with no outs. Up to the plate will be Levi Martin, who's also 1 for 1 today. Back-to-back batters, the 4 and the 5 hole with the 2 hits today for the Wonder Boys.
Yeah, Levi's had an awesome series, too. Had a couple hits yesterday. Looking to continue that here, and the Wonder Boys need it. Kirby with a hefty lead at first. Has 12 stolen bases this year.
First pitch struck delivered there from Garrett Payne. Payne has that 2.15 whip, but he's only given up 2 hits. Check to first, too high. 2 hits, 2 walks today so far. And 3 innings pitched. This one sent into the sky by Levi Martin. Shallow right field. Play made by McAuliffe and right. That'll be the first out of the inning, and that now brings up Tommy Kaya.
It's been a lot of fly balls and pop-ups today for this Wonder Boy offense. Not a lot of ground balls. Ground balls at least give you an opportunity to leg out a base. Fly balls really don't.
Third base playing in here, trying to avoid the bunt. That one goes too high. Good eye by Kaya.
Yeah, again, I'd be surprised if they try to bunt here with 1 out. Looks like head coach Dave Dawson doesn't want to play small ball today.
That one catches Kaya off the bat, and he looks pretty shaken up after that one. I would be too.
Yeah, he hit that one pretty hard too. Straight off his shin or foot. Clearly shooken up after that one.
Looks like he's going to try to stay and finish this at bat. Wants to stay in this one. He's crucial to a part of this Arkansas Tech team. It's a great hand for him. Lays off a pitch that was awful close to the zone. Pushes the count to 2-2. When you throw one that close there like Garrett Payne did as the pitcher and the batter lays off, especially with 2 strikes, I'm sure that kind of has to mess with you a little bit up there in the mound.
Yeah, sometimes you wonder, like, how good do you really want it? Like, do I have to throw this over the middle for you to call it a strike?
Two now. How much of the blame do you really put on the umpire or the batter? Just like for the batter laying off of something so close, with especially with 2 strikes, having that discipline, but also the umpire not giving you a very generous call.
Yeah, it's, just on those corner calls, usually it's a 50-50. And if you don't get the call, sometimes you just go back to it to see if you can get it next time. Especially if the hitter's laying off of it.
2 ball, 2 strike, 1 out. 1 runner on base. That's Kirby Jenkins. At the plate is Tommy Kaya. He puts one in play to second. They flip to short. To first base in time. Southern Nazarene flips a double play to end the inning. That takes us into the top of the 5th. Arkansas Tech still trails 3-1. Back for the top of the 5th inning. Arkansas Tech still trails with that 3-1 score. Up to the plate for Southern Nazarene will be the the number 9 hitter in Trevin Stewart, and then he'll be followed by Dominic Garcia. Then he'll get back to the top of the lineup.
Last time Trevin Stewart was up, he struck out looking. Then he actually stepped in front of the catcher, Weston Johnston, who was trying to throw out a runner at second. So that ended up being a double play from instruction. Obstruction.
1-1 count. Jacobitz has still pitched a solid game. He's just now to about 60 pitches so far, top of the 5th. This is slight dribbler travels foul. Won't amount to anything. Trevin Stewart got the walk back to home plate.
Another wild swing from him there. Every time he swings, he just tries to throw a little bit too much in it. Can't find his balance. That goes to show for his 22 strikeouts and 42 at-bats. Strikes out over half the time.
He's already gotten that halfway mark today regardless of this at-bat. It's 1-2 so far. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wonder Boys are 0 for 8 today with runners on and 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position and 0 for 3 with 2 outs. Little blooper sent into left field, and it will be a base knock for Trevin Stewart. That's just his 10th hit of the season.
And now that'll bring up Dominic Garcia, who's batting .290 this year. Belted his 4th home run of the year last time he was up against Jacobitz.
So they're Nazarene going to try to play some small ball. Bard just fires to first. Thought about going to second, but does not.
Yeah, might have had an opportunity to get Stewart there. He was kind of jogging that one out. Bard would have planted his feet and made that decision early to go to second. He probably could have got Stewart. You just want to take your medicine there. Go get an out. Good bunt there from Garcia.
And now flips over the order, brings up the second baseman, Cade Ross. He struck out in his first plate appearance in the first inning, and he got a walk in the third, and he came around to score. Nice pitch there from Jacobitz, puts the count even at 1-1. Jacobitz, of course, he's given up these 3 runs, but he's really pitched a good game. Just needs these bats to get behind him and just give him some insurance.
Cade Ross is 0 for 1 today. 370 on the year. I don't think he's had a hit in this series yet. Walked the last time he was up.
This one sent down the first base side and foul. Trevin Stewart returns to second. They get that runner in scoring position. With the runners in scoring position today, Southern Nazarene is 1 for 2. Runners on, they're 1 for 3. That one hit came from Kane Springer, which ultimately brought around Cade Ross and Josh Bay. Bay, who is on deck. 1-2 count now. For Cade Ross. Strikes out swinging. Good stuff there from Jacobitz. Second strikeout on the day for Cade Ross.
Yeah, 6 for Jacobitz as well. Starting to find that breaking ball again. Kind of lost it for a couple innings there. Big strikeout there.
Two outs now for Josh Bay. First pitch goes too far outside. He got hit by a pitch in his at-bat in the third inning. He was that third run scored. This one will ball as well. 2-0. I'm sure Jacobitz knows the power that Josh Bay holds at the plate and the bats that this Southern Nazarene lineup really has all throughout. So the runner on scoring position. Playing a little conservative. That one sent foul. 2-1 now. Good rip there from Bay, though. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Pitch count gets within 3. Delivery from Jacobitz. This one sent foul as well. Lots of foul balls yet again today.
Yeah, and it's hard to time up and barrel Jacobitz. He's given up a lot of weak hits today, too. Only 2 really hard hit. That was to Garcia and Springer in the third inning.
Another foul ball. Twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. And this one gets down. Kirby Jenkins can't come up with it in center field. Lays out but can't grab it. And Trevin Stewart comes around to score on the RBI single from Josh Bay.
Yeah, it looked like Kirby Jenkins just couldn't make up his mind whether he was going to get to that ball or not, or if he had to dive. Ended up diving late. Then it kind of hit him in the wrist. Going for the hit. Not an easy play, but certainly one Kirby can make.
Swing and a miss here now at the plate is number 20, Kane Springer. At a double in the third. Which brought around 2 runs. That one too high now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first.
All 4 runs for Southern Nazarene today have come on 2 outs. Crichton just can't quite find that elusive third out.
Now has an advantage, though, with 2 strikes. Starting to cloud up a little here at Carl Baswell Field. Sun's kind of went away. This one's sent into left field. Gets down. Throw in from Derek Rocket to third. Holds the runner at second. Now 2 runners on. Kind of left that left field line a little open down there, and it just bloops right in for a nice knock.
Yeah, and honestly, it was kind of a hard hit ball from Springer, but he just top spun it so hard that it just died. Spinning straight down into left field. Would have been a tough play, tough read for Derek Rocket out there in left.
Pitching coach in Weston Johnston come out just to give a talk to Crichton. With these 2 runners on, still has 2 outs. Giving up 4 runs today on 6 hits. Not a bad game, though.
Yeah, still no movement in the bullpen for the Wonder Boys, sticking with their guns in Jacobitz.
First pitch strike delivered now to Blake Brinkmeyer. He's 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a fly out. Not going to be too much action on the base at all. Neither of these guys on bag. For Southern Nazarene have too much speed. Check to second. Says no go. Just 5 total stolen bases from Springer and Bay. Bay was caught once. Breaking ball floats right into the zone. Looked like it might catch Brinkmeyer, but falls right back in. Good movement.
Yeah, again, Crichton finding his pitch at breaking ball again later in these innings. That one got a piece of the blue.
Way to stay solid out there. Act not too affected. Gonna
Yeah.
brush off the plate.
Took that one like a champ.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Crichton Jacobitz. The delivery to third baseman Blake Brinkmeyer. Too far outside, 2-2.
Yeah, not much he can do with that miss either. Unless he tries to go backdoor changeup. Not an easy pitch to execute.
This one fouled off and away. Behind home plate. Count stays the same.
Changeup is just what he threw there, too. Good pitch. Just faded a little bit too much into the zone, and Brinkmeyer got a piece of it.
Over 80 pitches now, Jacobitz is. And getting later in this game, he's in the 5th inning, but he's given up those 80 pitches. Flipped to second in time for the force. Brings us to the end of the top of the 5th. Southern Nazarene brings in the 1 solo run, and they extend their lead to 4-1 heading into the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the fifth, Arkansas Tech with 7-8-9 up to the plate. Starts with the catcher, Weston Johnston. He's 0 for 1 today with a line out to right. Good start to the inning as he sends a single into center field. Arkansas Tech really needed that. Gets the bats up. That brings up Brendan Bard, third baseman, to the plate.
Yeah, Johnson's 35th hit this year, 31st single. Very heavy single hitter.
Now, we spoke about this briefly in the break. Now, Arkansas Tech has kind of avoided the small ball today. I think they might try to go to that here.
Yeah, there's a chance you just need to generate something. Brendan Bard, a solid bunter as well.
So they're going to let him hit, and that's going to send a high fly ball into left field. Making the play will be Trevin Stewart, and that's a quick first out after getting a hit on the first pitch, and second pitch they see in this inning is a fly out.
Yeah, that decision could come back to bite them in the butt in this one. That's 3 innings now where the leadoff hitter has gotten on base. The Wonder Boys electing not to move him over with a bunt. If all of them pan out, it would be a 4-4 ball game at least.
Goes too low. Vega, good eye. Yeah, the small ball, that's really the bread and butter for this Arkansas Tech team, but just haven't went to it yet today.
Yeah, they hit good yesterday, but Garrett Payne has done a really good job against this offense here today. 4.1 innings pitched so far, only 3 hits, 1 run.
61 pitches as well.
2 walks, 2 strikeouts.
Got that ERA down to a 9.07. Started the day at a 9.84. There'll be a strike there. Vega thought about bunting, but pulls it back.
Vega, one of them guys who can bunt for a hit as well.
Quick check to first. Good reaction speed by Weston Johnston to get back in time.
You can tell Garrett Payne is in the zone for this Crimson Storm team. Really locked in.
Vega puts one in play. Bouncer to short. Throw over to first in time. Had some air on it, but still gets it over there in time. Runner advances to second. Good enough as a bunt, but you're going to need Derek Rocket to come in big here. And send a rocket to the outfield, hopefully, and bring in this run from second.
Yeah, Southern Nazarene has scored all their runs on 2 outs, so it's time for the Wonder Boys to answer that. With an opportunity here with 2 outs. Try to drive in a run. Anything in the outfield should score Johnston. Solid runner out there at second.
Rocket lays off the first pitch, gets out of the mitt. Kane Springer. The Wonder Boys stay there 0 for 10 with runners on. It's not a stat you want to see.
0 for 2 with runs in scoring position. 0 for 3 with 2 outs.
This one's sent into left field. Get over his head. And it will. Drops into the warning track. Can't come up with it cleanly either. Derek Rocket strolls into second easily. Pulls a rocket out. Sends it to left field. Brings in a run. Shaves down that Crimson Storm lead to just 2. And it brings up the senior Cole Dawson.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there from the sophomore and leadoff for the Wonder Boys. Derek Rocket shooting that one into the gap over there in left. It's just what they needed to try to get something going here. They need to get Garrett Payne out of this game. There's still nobody warming up in the bullpen for Southern Nazarene.
Can't say I blame him so far, though, with the performance. That was just his second run given up. Only at 67 pitches. Cole Dawson's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a ground out. batting .261 on the season still.
Dawson's really good at going the opposite way with outside pitches. Big hole over there between second and first.
Cut and a miss there. Counts 0-2. Garrett Payne goes right back to work after giving up an RBI double.
Got Cole really early on that breaking ball. Must have thought he saw a fastball coming out of the hand.
Too high. Ball one now. Good eye by Dawson to extend this count. Extend the at-bat. Wonder Boys can really bust open an inning, even if it's with 2 outs. They showed yesterday they can put up 10 runs in an inning, even against this Southern Nazarene squad. Fakes a check to second.
So now if Garrett Payne steps off the mound again in this at-bat, it'll be an automatic ball.
Dawson swings high, bounces out of the middle of the catcher. Count stays at 1-2.
Springer's kind of had a tough time this whole series behind home plate, keeping balls in front of him, keeping them in his mitt.
Dawson sends a hot one to first. Nice play made over there by Bodine. Brings us to the end of the inning. Wonder Boys don't get out of this inning scoreless, though, as Derek Rocket shoots an RBI double to left field, trim down this Southern Nazarene lead to 4-2 heading into the top of the 6th.
Welcome to St. Mary's Regional Health System, your trusted healthcare partner in Russellville. Since 1925, we've grown alongside our community, providing compassionate care to generations. With advances in technology and a dedicated team, we continue to evolve, driven by our mission of making communities healthier. Thank you, Russellville, for allowing our family to care for yours. St. Mary's Regional Health System, making communities healthier.
Back for the top of the 6th inning, Arkansas Tech trails 4-2, just trailing 4-6 in the hit column. They get to 1 for 12 now with runners on, 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position, 1 for 5 with 2 outs. But as for Southern Nazarene, the man that made the final out of the bottom of the 5th, James Bodine, is up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts, and he strikes swinging right there.
Yeah, I'd assume Wonder Boys will get someone up and running if Crichton struggles in this inning.
Another swing and a miss there. Going low again is Crichton. He's kind of really starting to figure out these Southern Nazarene batters. Both teams posted 1 run there in that 5th inning. Crichton really getting high on the pitch count, nearing 90. This one squirts over to Brendan Bard. Throw across the diamond in time to Tyler Sardelli. Good first out there for the Wonder Boys. Brendan Bard won't complain as he makes another Gold Glove play over there at third.
Yeah, it just made it look so easy, and it's really not. Ranging to your left, playing the tough hop, scooping it. delivering a strong throw to Tyler Sardelli.
Now to the plate is the center fielder, Braden Pingle. First pitch gets away from catcher Weston Johnson, and Pingle lays off for a first pitch ball. Now with one out, Pingle has a strikeout in the second inning, and he flew out to the left in the fourth. This one's sent down third base and foul. I'm sure Wonder Boys are antsy to get back to the plate. They have 3, 4, 5 up due next inning, and that's Tyler Sardelli, Kirby Jenkins, and Levi Martin. Here in this mid-game, 6th inning, it's going to be a prime position for them to cut back into this lead. That one goes low.
Yeah, especially with Southern Nazarene pitcher Garrick Payne getting up there in his pitch count. Sometimes all it takes is just to get to the bullpen for an offense to turn it on.
3-1 count now. Jacobitz doesn't want to give up a walk here, especially to Pingle, who's 0 for 2 today. Doesn't just yet. Works a full count. Now pressure is put on both players' shoulders. Going to be a lot of action here on this pitch unless we see a very common foul ball. Common to this game, at least. And he is called for strike 3 on an inside pitch there from Jacobitz. Nice delivery. 2 outs now for the Wonder Boys. Brings up Aiden McAuliffe.
Yeah, Pingle just gave up on that one early. Jacobitz's fastball has a lot of run on it. Ran right back into the zone. Got Pingle looking.
McAuliffe 1 for 2 today with a single in the third and a ground out in the fourth. First pitch delivered, first strike. Nice break on that one there from Jacobitz. Still no work in the Southern Nazarene pen. Not seeing much shaking over in the Tech bullpen either. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wonder Boys can head into the bottom of the 6th here. Hard to line up. Jacobs can get him there. And that one travels down and foul down the first base line. That one too far outside. Kind of gets away from out of the hand. Infield playing straight up and outfield as well. 1-2. This one's sent on the ground. Cole Dawson fires to first. It's high and off the glove. Good cover, though, by Weston Johnson. If he doesn't cover so cleanly over there, that's for sure at least a second base opportunity for Aiden McAuliffe, and now brings up Trevin Stewart.
Yeah, a rare throwing error from Cole Dawson. You usually see it with his glove more so than the arm. But now Southern Nazarene has a runner on with 2 outs, and they've done all their damage on 2 outs today. Jacobitz nearing triple digits for his pitch count.
That was the first error of today's game. Check to first, and that is another one as that throw gets over the head of Tyler Sardelli. McAuliffe holds at second. Unfortunate throwing error there from Weston Johnston.
Yeah, those throwing errors can be contagious too. Hopefully that's not the case here, and that ends with that one from Weston Johnston.
It's on back-to-back plays. That gets Aiden McAuliffe from supposed to be in the dugout to now on second base. Check swing goes. Good call from home plate umpire in favor of Arkansas Tech. Trevin Stewart 1 for 2 today with a strikeout, looking in a single in the 5th. Came around to score. That was the lone run scored for the Crimson Storm. That one fouled back right into our top of the net. Count pushes to 1-2.
Yeah, that'd be detrimental to team morale if McCullough can find a way to score.
Jacobitz has the 1-2 count. That one's sent to Brendan Bard. Takes it cleanly, throw it to first. Team morale depleter, and they get out of this inning with no runs given up. Heading into the bottom of the 6th, Arkansas Tech trails 4-2.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
Back for the bottom of the 6th inning, Arkansas Tech has the heart of the order up with Tyler Sardelli, Kirby Jenkins, and Levi Martin. Tyler Sardelli 0 for 2 today with a strikeout looking. And in the 3rd, flew out or ground out to Dominic Garcia at short.
Garrett Payne only had 72 pitches coming into this one. I'm not sure how much he's built up. But maybe the Wonder Boys can tack on something against him here. Get him out of this game.
Hefty foul ball sent down the right sideline. Big cut there from Tyler Sardelli. Now, if Sardelli were to get on here and it brings up Kirby Jenkins with how much pop he has on his bat, are we going to see the small ball yet or no?
No, certainly not. Kirby Jenkins, one of them guys where you just let him swing away. I don't know if he's laid down a bunt this year. Can't recall anything that we've seen here at the Baz.
Too far outside. Count pushes to even at 2-2. Sardelli usually pretty disciplined at the plate. Don't see a lot of strikeouts out of him. Just has 22 on the season and 148 plate appearances.
Yeah, need him to find a way on and be a lead runner.
Worked into a better scenario to be that lead runner as he now has the full count at 3-2.
Still nobody warming up for Southern Nazarene.
Another foul ball.
Sardelli should stay in his zone. Don't expand it. Just be that lead runner. Draw a walk. Payne pay if he leaves anything over the plate.
This one's sent into the outfield. Tracking it is the left fielder. Trevin Stewart makes the grab on the full count pitch. Sits down Teller Sardelli. Brings up Kirby Jenkins, who's 1 for 1 on the day. And that one hit was the solo shot that brought in the first run for the Wonder Boys.
Yeah, then he drew a walk. Got stranded at first base. Need him to find a way on again. The boys can't afford to lose this game if they want to play for first place down the stretch.
This one sent to first base. Coming up with it will be James Bodine. Makes the tag himself. Quick out number 2 for the Wonder Boys. Brings up number 34, Levi Martin.
Martin's 1 for 2 today, 279 on the year. Had a single in his first plate appearance. Flew out to right in his last. Wonder Boys are just 4 for 20 today. Batting 200. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. 2 extra base hits as well.
Good eye there from Martin. Lays off the first pitch. Garrett Payne got the ERA down to now a 9 even. He's pitched 45 innings, given up 45 runs. Floats in for a strike. Started really high, but drops down into the zone. Good pitch there. Crowd's still pretty packed here at Carl Baswell Field. Just gotten a little quiet from the beginning of the game when we had our senior ceremony. Wonder Boys were in a prime position to win. Still are, but now looking to potentially be at the end of the 6th inning, trailing 4-2. And they're just 4 for 20 at the plate. Foul ball. Battling is Levi Martin now.
What a day for Garrett Payne, too. He's had these Wonder Boy hitters off balance the whole time. 5.2 innings pitched so far. Only 4 hits, 2 runs.
That one too far outside. Count 2-2 now. Looking at his stats coming to this one, we thought the Wonder Boys were going to have the bats wake up, giving up 24 extra base hits, 7 home runs, 17 walks.
Especially when your team gives up 12 runs a game.
And the effort we saw out of this squad yesterday was not particularly great, but now they are through 6 innings, holding a 4-2 lead, and Levi Martin not too happy. I'm sure the rest of the Wonder Boy squad can't be too happy with the current score. They still have 3 innings to make up for it heading into the top of the 7th. Wonder Boys trail 4-2. Top of the 7th is upon us. Southern Nazarene to the plate. Dominic Garcia is the batter for the Crimson Storm. Had a solo shot in the 3rd and was out in the 5th. Now here for his 3rd plate appearance of the day. Greenlee, Ashton Greenlee, is the new pitcher for the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys. And just a quick glance at his stats, they are beautiful. What do you think about those, Jonah?
Yeah, Greenlee's a very efficient pitcher, attacking the zone with his array of pitches. He comes into this one 2-0, 27 innings pitched, only 18 hits, only 7 earned runs, 10 walks, 29 strikeouts, averages strikeout an inning. As he gets Garcia 1-2 now.
Working towards that strikeout with those 2 strikes.
It's a tough pitcher to face because he's got a really good cutter and a slider to go off of that. 2 different movements as he gets Garcia swinging. His 30th strikeout of the year. Greenlee, senior for this team. Usually the first out of the bullpen. He's had an awesome year. 2.3 ERA. Now he faces the top of the lineup here for the Crimson Storm.
With that order flipping over, it's Cade Ross. He struck out twice. Had a walk in the middle of that in the 3rd. Other 2 plate appearances came in the 1st and 5th. And in that walk in the 3rd, he came around to score. This one's sent to left and foul. Greenlee, of course, these phenomenal stats. Wonder Boys have a lot of faith in him to hold this 4-2 deficit where it is so they can get the bats back up these next couple innings and a chance to chip into this lead.
That's exactly why you use him in this situation. Feel your best guy to keep him down 0-2.
Kaya makes a phenomenal running grab in right field. Travels all the way over into center. And that is the quick second out now for Southern Nazarene. Not too many pitches thrown for Greenlee. And he faces now the power hitter in Josh Bay.
Bay's 1 for 2 today. 351 on the year. Had a single the last time he was up. Drove in a run in the 5th.
That one gets in and inside on Bay. Doesn't clip him though. Count stays 1-0 now. Second delivery to Bay. Sent into left center. Catching on to it will be the center fielder, Kirby Jenkins. Ashton Greenlee comes into this one. Makes quick work of this Southern Nazarene lines up. Takes us to the 7th inning stretch. Arkansas Tech will have the bats back up, starting with Tommy Kaya. After the 7th inning stretch, Jonah got his stretch in here in the press box. Very thankful for that. And now we have Tommy Kaya, Weston Johnston, and Brendan Bard up to the plate for Arkansas Tech. You get these bats stretched out and get some runners on. What's going to be the key to doing that?
Yeah, honestly, it might just be getting Garrett Payne out of this game. Extending his pitch count here, seeing some more pitches, and that's just what Tommy does here, taking a first pitch strike. Payne up to 86 on his pitch count as he misses inside there. 1-1 now.
A lot of cloud cover starting to take place here at Carl Baswell Field. Sun still poking through. Tommy Kaya's 0 for 2 today. Light foul ball tapped back behind the plate.
Yeah, wasn't convinced he wanted that one. Check swing. Left the barrel over the zone. Got a piece of that one.
One ball, 2 strikes. A delivery from Garrett Payne. Sends one high and behind home plate.
A lot of Wonder Boys swinging at high fastballs today. There's been a lot of pop-ups.
Yeah, I haven't seen much on the ground at all, it feels like. Well, there's one there. And they've been to first base. James Bodine, the throw is offline. Good cover from catcher Kane Springer, and that gives a Wonder Boy runner in a peculiar way, but, you know, sometimes that might just be what you need.
Yeah, very key runner there, too. Your leadoff man is on now. Weston Johnston steps in. He's 1 for 2. Ripped a single last time he was up into center field.
Small ball?
Well, you could go either way with this one. Still have 3 more opportunities, including this one here.
First pitch lays off. Gives him an advantage count at 1-0.
And Coach Dave Dawson is giving signs. It wasn't very lengthy, though. I don't think he might just stick with a strategy.
I was about to just say, that's a big lead over there for Tommy Kaya. They check him.
Might just have Johnston swing away here.
Nice location on that pitch there from Garrett Payne, but doesn't get the call from home plate or a swing from Weston Johnston there at home plate. Now it's a 2-0 with no outs. Outside, 3-0. Garrett Payne losing a little bit of his control here as that pitch counts into the 90s.
Yeah, there is someone warming up in the Southern Nazarene bullpen. They actually just threw that ball, their first pitch, outside the bullpen. That's a good sign for the Wonder Boys.
Check to first, get back in time. There's a strike, fires in 3-1 now, right down Broadway. No offer from Weston Johnston at home plate. Brendan Bard on deck, he's 0 for 2 today. I'm sure if you're Southern Nazarene, that's a favorable matchup in your opinion, with Bard not having a phenomenal bat this season, only batting .231 compared to the rest of these Wonder Boy hitters, but definitely still has some pop in the at-bat, and you can play small ball with him as well.
Yeah, I'd be fairly certain that if Weston Johnston can draw a walk here, Brendan Bard will be laying down a sacrifice bunt. Get the tying runner at second.
Johnston sends one to left field. And backing up on it, making a grab will be the left fielder, Trevin Stewart. Had a lot of action over there at the end today. Brings up Brendan Bard now with 1 out.
Yeah, and he's making a lot of these plays look more difficult than they actually are. But nevertheless, he's making them.
goes too far outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Kaya has speed on the bag. He has 6 stolen bases. He's been caught stealing twice. Potentially could be on the go here. But now they're going to keep checking him as they're making sure he's not going to get too far off that bag over there at first base.
I think the Wonder Boys just need to get one more runner on against Garrett Payne to get him out of this one. Nearing triple digits now on his pitch count.
That one too high, even for the tall Brendan Bard. Swing and a miss from Bard. Is that one a good pitch to hit? Takes a nice offer at it. Counts now 2-1.
Yeah, that's been the story in game 2. The Wonder Boys just can't quite square up Garrett Payne.
Can't do it again there. Count pushes to 2-2. Really unfortunate if we get 2 outs on a fly out and then a strikeout or something of that nature and don't advance Tommy Kaya at all.
Yeah, that'd be the 4th or 5th time in this one where the lead runner has gotten on base and the Wonder Boys decide not to bunt him over. And then they get stranded at first base.
That one goes too far outside, pushes the count to full. Even though there's only 1 out, do you potentially expect Tommy Kaya to be on the move?
No, I wouldn't say so. Definitely can't run into a double play here. It'd be reckless.
This one pops up and foul behind the plate. Bard just can't seem to make a pure connection with these pitches delivered by Payne. He's well over 100 pitches now. Got that ERA down to 8.87 and his whip almost at 2 even. Runner goes. It's ball 4. Won't matter. Get 2 runners on now. Pitch was close. Garrett Payne didn't agree with that call too much on the mound. Now you got 2 runners on for the 9-hole hitter and Drew Vega, and they have the pitching coach coming out. And this could be the end of the day for Garrett Payne.
Yeah, that might be just trying to give him time for one of the bullpen pieces to get some more reps in throwing. Southern Nazarene actually doesn't even have a catcher catching the bullpen pitcher right now. Looks like they're going to stick with their guy, Garrett Payne.
At 104 pitches now.
I mean, he's done well today, but at some point you're going to run out of gas, especially with someone who might not be built up.
Nine-hole hitter Drew Vega up to the plate now. He's 0 for 1 today. Had a walk in his first plate appearance in the 3rd. Sends one high to left field. Trevin Stewart coming on it. Gets it right on the line. That'll be a quick and unfortunate second out. Wonder Boys still have the 2 runners on. Flips the lineup over to Derek Rocket, who's had a successful day at the plate today. He's 1 for 3. And he's brought in a run.
Honestly, I wouldn't have even hated to see Vega try to lay down a bunt there. One of them guys who can bunt for a hit. So either way, if he would have gotten out, it would have been a productive one. Still no bunts out of this offense today. That's really rare.
Crockett sends one into right field. Another fly out is going to be the result for the Wonder Boys. They strand 2 runners on first and second. Get out of here with no runs. Head into the top of the 8th, 4-2.
And we're back here at the Baz in the bottom of the 7th. Ashton Greenlee still on the mound for the Wonder Boys. He'll face off against the catcher, Kane Springer. He's 2 for 3 today. Had a single the last time he was up. Then had a double in the 3rd. That scored 2 runs for Southern Nazarene. Ashton Greenlee needing to get the Wonder Boys back in the dugout. Get that offense rolling. Down 4-2 now. There are no opportunities to catch the Crimson Storm in this one. No breaking balls in there. 1-1 now against Crimson Storm catcher. One has fouled off now. 1-2 now. Ashton Greenlee went 1-2-3 in the 7th inning.
One ball, 2 strikes now. Kane Springer is at the plate. Outside, can't get a favorable call from the ump, pushes the count to 2-2.
Yeah, that one might have been there. Weston Johnson didn't even hold that one. Thinking it might have got called.
Two balls, 2 strikes now. Very inside, almost catches Springer. Gets out of harm's way. Sends this one down the right field line. That one's going to get down. Perfectly placed ball over there by the foul pole. Slides into second safely. That's a leadoff double.
Springer's second double this game. Another big spot for it, too. Leadoff double for the Crimson Storm. Honestly, an awesome throw by Tommy Kea. Almost had Springer at second.
Arkansas Tech has really yet to have a hit to the gap all day. It feels like any of the gaps in the outfield to extend anything past really a single. Just not making a whole lot of solid contact to the outfield. They're getting a lot of hits to the outfield, but it's all going straight to outfielders for pop-ups.
Bunt over the backstop is not something you see often, but that's just what happens here against Brinkmeyer in his first pitch.
Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there from Greenlee. Brings the heat. Pushes the count to 0-2.
That's what the kids would say, doors. Brinkmeyer really late on that one.
No balls, 2 strikes. Greenlee gets the call. Runner on second. Almost grabbed by Greenlee. That's going to bring in a run. That's a rare sight for Ashton Greenlee on the mound this year. He's been phenomenal. Almost able to pick that one with his glove, but can't. Extends the Southern Nazarene lead now to 5-2.
Yeah, and that was just a really bad 0-2 pitch there. Fastball inside at the bottom of the zone. And Brinkmeyer makes Greenlee play.
RBI single for Brinkmeyer, and that brings up the first baseman, James Bodine. He's 0 for 3 today, had 2 strikeouts to start the game in second and fourth. And he gets hit while he has a bunt out, but not going to go in his favor.
They're going to say he never pulled back on that one.
No balls, 1 strike now. Ashton Greenlee. It's 1 runner on first. Lays down a bunt. Greenlee goes to first for the easy out. Tyler Sardelli over there for it. Arkansas Tech picks up the first out of this inning. Advancing to second will be Blake Brinkmeyer.
Yeah, so the Crimson Storm elect to play small ball in this one. Probably something the Wonder Boys should have done a while ago. Now they have a runner in scoring position with 1 out.
This one fouled back behind the plate. That one too low in the dirt. Holds the runner at second, though. Good cover by Johnston.
Good cutter there from Greenlee. Starting at the hip of Pingle. I'm going to move back into the zone. 1 and 2 now. Opportunity for a big strikeout here. He leaves that 1-2 pitch over the plate. Pingle slaps this one to the shortstop, Cole Dawson.
2 outs now for the Wonder Boys. Still get out of here just trailing by 3. Unfortunate to give up that 1 run, but you get the bats back up 2, 3, 4. It's a perfect position for them to make something happen. It's Cole Dawson, Tyler Sardelli, and Kirby Jenkins. Arkansas Tech needs to get the bats back up. First pitch ball delivery to Aiden McCullough. 1 for 3 today with that single in the 3rd inning. Big swing and a miss there. Pushes the count to 1-1.
Yeah, doors again there against McCullough. Way behind on that fastball from Greenlee. That's because they're thinking cutter. As Greenlee throws that slider, and that's slapped out in the right field, caught by Tom McKaya.
Gets us out of the top of the 8th. Arkansas Tech gives up the 1 run. That came early in the inning. Now pushed us to the bottom of the 8th. Arkansas Tech trails 5-2 with the 2-hole hitter up. Back for the bottom of the 8th inning, Arkansas Tech still trails 5-2. 6 hits to 4. Arkansas Tech trails in that department also. They got the heart of the lineup up with Cole Dawson, Tyler Sardelli, and Kirby Jenkins. Prime opportunity to make something happen. Between those three, they are 1 for 8 today.
All against Garrett Payne, too, who's still on the mound for Southern Nazarene.
Thought he was going to potentially get pulled last inning when he had runners on first and second, but got himself out of that jam. 100-plus pitches.
Impressive that they rolled him out there again, but he must have told his coach he wanted it. He certainly earned that right to say that today.
Of course, it's different for every pitcher, but how much do you really think he's feeling this 100 pitches right now compared to how much he'll feel it tomorrow?
I'm sure his arm is numb right now. Tomorrow will be even more sore and start to hurt. I highly doubt he was built up for 100 plus pitches. That's what he's got here today.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs now to Cole Dawson, the senior.
It could take well over a week to bounce back from that if you're not built up.
That one fouled back at the catcher. This is probably, and I don't mean to speak down upon this Southern Nazarene team, but with their pitching stats, this is probably one of the better pitched games they've had all season.
At least conference-wise, you would think.
This one sent foul down the third base line. Cole Dawson survives at the plate.
Only a handful of times where they haven't given up double-digit runs in a game in conference play.
Cole Dawson strikes out yet again. That's his second K of the day. Brings up Tyler Sardelli.
Really impressive, gritty stuff from Garrett Payne today. Can't say enough about him and his performance. Gutsy coming into the Baz. And pitching so well against this Wonder Boy team. He's hunting for first place in GAC.
This one sent in the air down the left field line. 3 chasing after it. Can't make the play, and that drops down. That's going to advance Sardelli to second. That's an easy runner, easy play for the Wonder Boys, and that's just what you need to get an offense started with 1 out. Brings up your power hitter in Kirby Jenkins.
Yeah, the Wonder Boys are going to need a lot more of that. Tough play for the shortstop Garcia. Almost made it. Surprised the left fielder Stewart wasn't closer to that one.
Jenkins has a solid day at the plate so far. Has the home run that came in the second inning. Wonder Boys could really use another right here, or at least clear the man from second, bring him home, bring in a run, get that lead back down to 2 for Southern Nazarene. Takes a first pitch strike right down Broadway.
Yeah, usually home runs are considered rally killers, but I'm sure the Wonder Boys wouldn't mind 2 more runs on the board right now, even if it meant they were down 1 going into the bottom of the 9th.
Another pitch close, doesn't get the call from home plate, pushes the count to 1-1. I feel like, it's the neutral opinion of probably a majority of the crowd here, and honestly, probably even both dugouts. I know us in the booth. It's just kind of shocked that Southern Nazarene has performed this well on the mound. It's all work of Garrett Payne. It's been a great performance.
Yeah, they've really ridden his back on this one. The offense has really fed off of his performance on the mound today.
Tech has 5 hits compared to Southern Nazarene's 6. It's really not too far off. This one's sent into right field. Solid contact, just not going to prove for nothing. Sardelli holds at second. Good throw in from right field by McAuliffe.
Yeah, just no reason for Sardelli to tag on that one. Can still score on a single anywhere. Unfortunate that Kirby Jenkins couldn't get that one to land. Wonder Boys are going to have to do it with 2 outs.
Levi Martineau to the plate now for Arkansas Tech. 1 for 3 today. Has some pop in his bat, though. Has a good chance to potentially pick up an extra base hit.
Really rare that the Wonder Boys are letting a not-so-good team stick around with them. They usually put the bad teams away pretty early, as they did yesterday against the same squad.
One ball now, no strikes, 2 outs. Tyler Sardelli leads off second. Levi Martin sends a foul ball. I think out of the series we've covered, this series is, I feel like, by far had the most foul balls. I don't know if hitters are just not seeing it clear. Pitchers having a lot of break in this series. Guys just aren't squaring the ball up very well.
You know, that's not really something you can explain either.
This one's sent on a bounce to shortstop. Garcia, throw to first, off the bag. His foot stays on. Wow, what a play at first base by James Bodine. Keeps the foot on. Levi Martin a little upset not wanting to get off first base, but that's going to be the call. Arkansas Tech escapes this inning with no runs scored. Leave a runner on second. So we still have some discussion going on.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they overturn this call. Not usually something you see get overturned. A lot of head nodding going on between these umps.
From here, we can't really see his foot, but
they're saying he's safe.
And that could really, really, really spark something for the Wonder Boys, because that's going to get this Southern Nazarene team back on the field after they just cleared. You have to get Garrett Payne back out there. And you know he's already tired. He probably thought he was out of this inning, potentially out of this game. And now he has to come out here and throw more pitches.
Yeah, not something you see every day, but second base umpire certainly had a better angle at that than the first base umpire. Glad they got that overchanged and corrected that.
Definitely takes a lot to overturn something like that. There has to be some pretty clear-cut evidence. So second base ump, really confident in his call there. And this could really break open this inning. You got runners on the corners now for Arkansas Tech with 2 outs. Tommy Kaya up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. Got on with an error in the 7th.
Last time Levi Martin was on first, he got checked plenty of times from the pitcher Payne. Maybe that continues here. Maybe not with the runner on third now.
0 balls, 1 strike. Kaya sends one to second. Cade Ross makes a nice play on a bounce, and Garrett Payne is pretty hype about that one. Gets them out of the inning as they lead 5-2 heading into the top of the 9th. top of the ninth inning. Got a pinch hitter for Southern Nazarene. It's going to be number 4, Ryder Shelbelhut.
He bats for Trevin Stewart. Will likely come into left field.
Sends a pop-up behind home plate. Gets out of play. Puts the count to 1-1. Shelbelhut is batting .255 on the season so far with a .754 OPS. He's had 51 at-bats, 13 hits, no home runs, 5 strikeouts in those 51 at-bats. Pitch too far outside, good eye. Lays off, pushes count to 2-1. This one fouled back as well. Count goes to 2-2. This one fouled off as well. Count stays 2-2.
This would be a detrimental loss for the Wonder Boys. They can't answer in the bottom of the ninth. Trying to hunt down a first place finish in the GAC regular season.
Good scoop behind the dish there from Johnston. Wonder Boys are 27-4 against Southern Nazarene.
Since 2014.
This one popped up yet again. Man, oh man, we have seen our fair share of foul balls.
Wonder Boys came into this one 3 games behind Monticello for first place. Monticello looking like they're going to lose against Southeastern today. Southeastern is up 9-3 in the 8th.
That will be a walk for Shelbelhut. Puts him on base with no outs.
They also lost game 1 against Southeastern in that series. So if the Wonder Boys got a sweep this weekend, they would be 1 game back. Monticello.
Dominic Garcia to the plate now, tries to lay down a bunt, but goes foul. Wonder Boys, you're going to have to come out with a different type of aggression and motivation for this second game today if they can't squeeze out a win here in the bottom of the ninth when they get the badge back up. So they really don't want to lose the series. Pulls back with a strike anyway.
Good breaking ball there from Greenlee. Hitters typically don't want to bunt that off speed. Makes it a little harder.
Chopper stays foul behind home plate.
Shelbelhut ran on that one. Likely would have had a stolen base if that one wasn't chopped by Garcia.
The 0-2 delivery from Greenlee. Too far outside. 1-2.
Ryder does have 3 stolen bases on the year. It's been caught stealing twice. Typically a pinch runner for this offense. He takes off here.
Another foul ball. How many foul balls do you think we've seen so far today and yesterday combined?
A good amount. A good amount.
One ball, 2 strikes, 1 runner on. That's Shelbelhut at first. Greenlee delivers. Another foul ball.
Hasn't been a lot of walks in this series. Both teams being really aggressive at the dish.
Check to first, back in time. Outside, count pushes to 2-2. Long at bat here for Dominic Garcia. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there from Greenlee to pick up the first out of the top of the ninth. Flips over the order for Southern Nazarene, and that'll bring up number 2, Cade Ross.
Greenlee's done an awesome job getting ahead against every batter. Just having a tough time executing 2-strike pitches. That time he does that against Garcia. Good breaking ball in the dirt. Ryder with a healthy lead off first.
First pitch strike here delivered to Cade Ross. He is 1 for 4 today. 0 for 3. One time he did get on base was the walk, and he came around to score on that in the third inning. That one too far outside. 1-1 now. Not too much of a signal from third base to Shebelhut. He has 3 stolen bases so far in the season. Try to lay down the drag bunt. Can't get it.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have had a lot of success with that one either. Brendan Bard's playing pretty far in. Now he's backing up with 2 strikes.
Pretty far away from that third base bag as well. One, two. Check. In time. Greenlee over 40 pitches. Nearing 50. He's pitched solid. He gave up that 1 run. He's pitched 2 1/3 so far. That one too far outside. Ball 2.
Again, having a tough time executing 2-strike pitches here. Seems like he's gotten to 2 strikes on almost every hitter. Only 2 strikeouts to show for that.
This one popped up behind the plate. Brendan Bard traveling to it, makes a catch right by his own dugout. Nice out there, pushes to 2 outs, and that'll bring up Josh Bay.
Bay is 1 for 3 today. 349 on the year. 16 home runs again.
That pop that he has in his bat, he really hasn't sent much to the outfield in this series. Another check to first. Shebelhut gets back in time.
He's got 30 extra base hits this year out of 52 hits total.
Ball taken there. Count goes to 1-0. This one roped into left center, and that'll drop down. Shebelhut trying to extend to third. Bard the tag. In time.
Derek Rocket picks up his second outfield assist in as many games against the Southern Nazarene team. What a throw.
Showing why he's a part-time pitcher. Derek Rocket with a beauty from left field. Gives Wonder Boys some momentum heading into the bottom of the ninth as they trail 5-2.
Are you ready to get in on the action at Arkansas Tech? Join us for a campus tour and see firsthand why we're the perfect fit for you. Explore these state-of-the-art facilities, meet our friendly faculty and staff, and discover the vibrant student life that awaits. As a bonus, we are now giving bilingual tours in Spanish.
¿Te gustaría conocer el campus de Arkansas Tech? Contáctanos hoy y descubre por qué esta universidad es el lugar donde comienzan los sueños grandes. From our beautiful campus to our endless opportunities, there's something for everyone at ATU. Visit atu.edu/admissions to schedule your tour today and to start your journey to success.
Back to the bottom of the ninth. Arkansas Tech at the bottom of the order, starting with the 7-0 hitter in Weston Johnston. He's 1 for 3 today.
Arkansas Tech's only 5 for 30 today in this game. Garrett Payne is throwing a gem for the Southern Nazarene team. Looking for the upset here against Tech and their second win in conference.
He's at 122 pitches, make it 123. Keeps firing in strikes, and he's really working very well against this Arkansas Tech lineup.
Last time Southern Nazarene had a win in conference was almost a month ago, March 14th against Ouachita. They won that one 7-3 in Arkadelphia.
No balls, 2 strikes now to Weston Johnston. Hit a single in the 5th, came around to score. Fouls one off.
I'm sure Garrett Payne loves to see that he's facing 7, 8, 9 coming into this 9th inning of work. Only 1 hit combined between those 3 today.
Makai Gonzalez is in the outfield now for Southern Nazarene. He's playing right. McAuliffe got switched to left. Shovelhut did not take the field. He was just the pinch hitter. Johnson sends a pop-up to the first base side. Kane Springer can't come up with it. He drops that one. Not too happy with himself. That was a gimme over there, but can't come up with it. Weston Johnston, the other opposing catcher, stays alive.
Yeah, it's just never a play a catcher should have to make. That's the first baseman's ball all day, or even the pitcher. Tough play. Try to backhand that one over the shoulder. Bodine should have called him off, or even Payne.
Now Johnston back with 2 strikes. Tied for the best hitting split so far today out of the Wonder Boys at 1 for 3. Sends a bouncer to Cade Ross at second, makes the throw to first. He goes to 1 for 4. And now Brendan Bard's up to the plate, who is 0 for 2. No Wonder Boy hitter has more than 1 hit today.
Yeah, they've had a really tough time against Garrett Payne.
They also have 4 hitless. That includes Cole Dawson, Tommy Kaya, Brendan Bard, who's up now, and Drew Vega, who's on deck. Bard lays off, takes the first pitch ball.
Don't see a lot of pitchers going 130 plus pitches anymore. Garrett Payne nearing that total.
Pitch close, but outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Wonder Boys are going to have to be super patient here against him. Make sure he keeps firing it in the zone. Not easy to throw strikes when your pitch count is so high.
3-0. What's going to have to occur to get Payne out of this game? We've been talking about getting him out since the 5th inning. Now we're at the bottom of the 9th. I think 2 runners on would get him out.
Surely it would. Tying runner at the plate. Likely draw another pitcher from Southern Nazarene.
He fires in a strike there. 3-1 now to Brendan Bard.
I think Bard shouldn't expand his zone here. Should have Payne deliver another strike here. Be patient. A walk would be great for this Wonder Boy offense.
He works that walk. That one goes high. Drew Vega up to the plate now.
Vega should have the same approach here. Make Payne come to you. Don't get aggressive until you get to 2 strikes, especially after seeing that at bat against Brendan Bard.
Vega's 0 for 2. Sends a rope down the left field line. That one stays fair. Bard rounds around third. He sends him not home. Runners second and third now. Talked about that scenario having 2 on. Now it's 2 in scoring position for Derek Rocket.
He's 1 for 4 today. 314 on the year now. Shot a double into left center earlier in this one. He's been spraying balls all over the place here today. Let's see if they ride with Garrett Payne here.
They are going to. No coach coming out. They're going to stick with them with 134 pitches thrown with a runner in second and a runner on third.
You just never see that anymore, especially here in this one.
What trust they have in this man. First pitch strike delivered to Derek Rocket.
I'm surprised they didn't even get a mound visit from the pitching coach, especially in such a big situation with the tying runner at the plate. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Rocket sends a ball to right field over the wall.
What a moment for the sophomore playing here on senior day.
Derek Rocket sends one to right field. Clears by the conference champs banner. And they're coming for another one as they knot this one up at 5 apiece. Bottom of the 9th. Derek Rocket sends a rocket.
That's why you don't leave Garrett Payne in there. Over 130 pitches. No mound visit even for him to gather himself. Rocket jumps all over that first pitch. Wow, what a moment. And that'll be the day for Garrett Payne now. It's It'd be unfortunate he's not going to get the win in this one, even if Southern Nazarene pulls off the upset. He's thrown quite the game, just got extended a little too long. Back-to-back extra base hits for this Wonder Boy team. Drew Vega rips a double. Derek Rocket following that up with a 3-run shot. A lot of rally caps going on in the Arkansas Tech dugout. Looks like it's working.
What a day for Derek Rocket. It is now 5 apiece. And a new pitcher in for Southern Nazarene.
Yeah, we're at least going to get extras in this one now. Eric Woodley warming up for Arkansas Tech. He's played that closer role really well this year for them. I was nervous to call that one right away after the Tyler Sardelli incident yesterday.
Now we could still not go to extras here. Arkansas Tech could still walk this one off.
I said at least. We're at least going to get extras here. It'd be awesome to see Cole Dawson rip his first home run of the year for a walk-off on senior day after he's 0 for 4. 2 strikeouts in this one even. A couple ground outs. Not seeing the ball well, but is a new pitcher. That's Caleb Eagle.
He has 1 home run on the season, but who's to say the second won't come right here?
Eagle is 2 for 5 this year. Comes into this one, 21 innings pitched. Giving up 33 hits, 33 runs, 13 walks, 15 strikeouts. 9 hit by pitches. Not great stats again, but we've seen that from every Southern Nazarene pitcher, and they've come out here and competed against the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys.
Up till his 135th pitch. I mean, it was a great day for Southern Nazarene on the mound. Garrett Payne, for 134 pitches, was absolutely dominant. First pitch strike delivered in by Caleb Eagle.
Yeah, it's just deflating that you can pitch 134 good pitches and then your 135th is a big mistake and ruins your whole game.
Cole Dawson swings out of his mechanic there. Pushes to no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's really struggled at the plate here today for the Wonder Boys.
Next pitch does not catch the zone, pushes to 1-2.
Another breaking ball just off the plate. Catcher Springer really launching that one back in the zone, trying to steal it. Not fooling the whole plate umpire.
2 balls, 2 strikes now, 1 out. Dawson fouls one back. Dawson sends one foul. Count stays at 2-2.
Get out of here.
Dawson sends
Get
one
out
to
of here.
left field. Over the wall!
Let's go! What a moment for the senior!
Cole Dawson sends one over the left field wall with a 2-2 count, 0 for 4 on the day. The senior coach's son sends one over the monster wall. poetic justice. I mean, you couldn't have scripted it any better.
And a much-needed win for Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys.
Holy mackerel. Wowee, that was nuts.
Speechless. What a moment.
Dave
what a
Dawson
game.
walks it to home plate to shake hands, acting like his son didn't just hit a solo shot.
Second of the year, and what a moment for that.
You know, my call wasn't as good as yours, but, you know, I said he's only had one on the year, and he can hit a second here. And he sure did it. What a hit. That brings us to the end of Game 1, and what a fashion it was. And now we have Game 2 coming up in roughly 30 minutes, roughly half an hour. Jonah, what are you going to expect from these two teams in Game 2?
I expect a lot more grittiness from the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys. They've been flat in this whole game, got dominated. And I don't expect much from Southern Nazarene. They got to be just deflated. Did everything in that game to win it,
Man.
and they just lose it by giving up 4 in the 9th off 2 home runs from the Wonder Boys.
What a game. I'm Caden Hauser, joined with Jonah Procott. We'll be back for Game 2 in about half an hour, hoping for the same result we just got here.